What's up, DC Squad? So, these babies right here, I almost missed so tragically. I'm not a subscriber to the Legion of Collectors subscription box, and these Funko New Teen Titans 3 3/4 inch figures are actually from that subscription box. You can't get them anywhere else, aside from someone who's bought the subscription box and they're hawking them on eBay and you can pony up the cash for them there like I did. You can't get them anywhere else. They're not at Walmart, they're not at Target, they're not at EB Games, nowhere else. That means I really almost missed them. These are so simple, so classic looking, I just couldn't pass on them. So let's open these all up today in this very simple action figure unboxing review video and take a closer look at these, just in case maybe you haven't. Yeah, right. Whenever any new action figure comes out, there's like a zillion new videos made on it, but let's just pretend that this is the first one. So let's start with Cyborg. These are so cool looking. These really look like they could have been just like hanging on the pegs in the toy department of, you know, your Target or your Walmart or your Kmart back in the day or your Hills department store. These really look so classic. George Perez's artwork splashed all over these things. I love these so much. You know what? Why, for the love of God and all things holy, didn't Funko get the license, the master license, to do like an 80s run of DC figures? Man, that would be so awesome. Now I'm just lamenting the fact that Funko doesn't have a license to do like every character ever, because they would knock it out of the park with these. Okay, I'm going to try and open these up in such a way that doesn't completely ruin the packaging. Just gotta peel the edges off and just see if I can save the packaging a little bit. Right now, people that are not openers are like, what are you doing? Those are so rare. Don't open them. They're... Oh, crap. Well, I screwed that one, didn't I? Alright. Cyborg. Let's get a closer up look at Mr. Cyborg. Victor. Oh, that head was kind of stuck. Okay. That is very, very cool looking. I love it. Seriously, why doesn't Funko have a license, a master license to do every DC character in this scale? They wouldn't even be impeding on Mattel's master license because Mattel doesn't do, you know, this kind of figure in this style. These are awesome. Okay, this captures that 1980s Cyborg look so perfectly. I really, really like this. Like, a lot. These are really cool. The playability with these for a kid seems to be perfect too, because there's not too much articulation. A lot of people now, like adult collectors, are like, it's gotta have like a zillion articulation points. Okay, let's open Nightwing. Disco suit Nightwing. I'm not gonna lie, honestly, I probably would have preferred him in his classic Robin suit, but I'll still take disco suit Nightwing any day. I mean, he did start the suit, the show off. For Pete's sake, Brad, stop being a dummy. He did start the comic off in the classic Robin suit, and then differentiated to disco suit Nightwing. So, you know, there's that. I'm gonna open it up. Oh, yeah. I messed that one up too. Out you come. Why am I not in focus? And here's Nightwing. He could go hang gliding with that collar. Alright, I'm jumping out of the plane now. Whoosh. This suit is so disco suit. Like, I totally imagine him on the floor during Disco Fever. Humor aside though, Nightwing looks good. Well, I mean, the hair looks like an emo kid. I'm in a screamo band! Okay, I'm just joking around a lot, but I mean, take it for what it is. These are really, really, really cool. If these were being sold en masse at retailers, I would buy every single one of them. Like, twice. Starfire, yeah, like twice. The kids would definitely have to have a set of these to play with. I wish these were out when I was a kid. Oh, look at that. Look, I didn't completely knacker the package. Right on. So here is Starfire with her giant, huge country singer hair. She totally looks like a country singer there. Like Dolly Parton's protege, her ginger protege. But again, this captures, much like with Nightwing and Cyborg, it captures that look. It captures that feel of what it was, you know, what action figures were like back then, and then also just of the new Teen Titans. These are so bright seriously, I'm probably going to fiddle with these more than I play with, fiddle with. I'm a grown-up. I don't play with my toys. More than I fiddle with the other action figures. These are going to be on my desk for, like, ever. And look at this. If I might mention, they totally did her breasts right in comparison to the DC Universe Classics, who just gave her a uniboob. And the color, her color is perfect. I feel that they nailed the colors of her just perfectly, as with the rest of them. Okay, let's do one more. Let's open up Raven. All right, Raven, you're not gonna mess the package up, are you? Yep. It's screwed. Oh, that's the worst one yet. Look at this big graveyard of packaging. Okay, Raven, pop yourself in front of the camera. Let's have a little peekaroo. Not that kind. I wasn't being pervy. I was just seeing if she had anything on it. Now I just look pervy. But seriously, okay, so she's got a big, hard plastic cape. Her head will turn with the hood, which is good. This is not the articulation segment, Brad. Let's just look at her first. That looks good. And I gotta hand it to Funko. They gave us a Raven figure without a gigantic swooping cape or cloak going way up. I hate that. DC Universe Classics did it. DC Direct did it with their classic Raven. The cloak always swoops up, and I really wish that they had just gone with something like this. I'm willing to bet that a lot of people have customized their Raven figures to have a cape like this. But let's look up close. Closey close. Yeah, this looks good. Why didn't these exist when we were kids? That's my question. In the mid-80s, mid-70s to mid-80s, why did not these things exist? For what reason? Why were we not allowed to have these? And again, no, I'm not being pervy. I'm just seeing what's under there, okay? I'm just having a little peekaroo, but not that kind of a peekaroo. Okay, let's just shift this graveyard of packaging aside for a second and have a look at the figure's articulation, which, I mean, it's actually, these have better articulation than what we had when we were kids. He doesn't stand out quite as much. The light blue blends in. Let's actually use Victor here. Oh, great. Nightwing, you fell over. Hold on, let me help you up. Stand up, good buddy. Fine, stay there. I don't care. Alright, so the articulation with these guys it's better than what we had when we were kids, to tell you the truth. Because usually you didn't have the shoulders on a hinge swivel when I was a kid. So this is, for the most part, from what I can remember, this is actually better. But then you have the single jointed elbows with these guys. Doot, 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 doot. You got the heads on that ball peg. And that's what they're going to do. Not a whole lot. Nothing here, nothing at the waist, until we get down to the groin, which is that simple hinge, forward and backwards. And all their butts are going to get in the way. So they're all going to go forward like that. Can we get Ravens too? Will it go up in spite of her long thing? It'll go up. The articulation's there, it's just not as useful. And then they've all got those single jointed knees. And that's it. Nothing in the ankles, nothing in the wrists for any of them. That's really it. That's all you're going to get with these figures. Just the most basic of classic old school articulation. Okay, we got Nightwing right here, and then we got Starfire right there, and then we got Cyborg, and we're going to put Raven right here, and leave him right here for comparison. How nice. So let's bring in Soups. Now these figures actually will scale in fairly good with your Infinite Heroes. These are some of the more spindlier figures, but some of the more, like the earlier first wave figures, were less spindlier. But you can... Oh, great. Why are you going to fall over, Soups? You can sub them in with your Infinite Heroes. Some of the earlier ones, though, they're actually going to sub in with better. Whoops, as you can see here. Would you please just stand up? Come on, pretend you're Slim Shady and just stand up. Thank you. Right, and then see Hawkman here. So if you have the right figures, you can create a really interesting display and fill it out. These ones are a little bit bigger. They are a little bit bulkier, but you can make it work. They're going to sub in Batman, drop him down there. Please don't fall over, Keaton. Good boy. And we will drop in the other Funko Batman here. I really should get the Batmobile with the other Robin and stick him in there too, but I haven't. You stand up like that. Stand up like that. Like that. Like that. I don't care if you stand up. You suck and you smell bad. And Cyborg, you stand up right there like that, and Raven. And that's it. That is all of the little tiny Funko 3 3/4 inch figures that I have, but that's the size comparison. Chubby Batman, he does look chubby. With some of the new Teen Titans. So yeah, like I said, you can sub him in with some of your other 3 3/4 inch figures, or have like a time matchup where it's like, I'm Batman. He's like, I'm Raven, and I don't care. Oh, that's it. Might as well just knock them all over. So I guess now at the end, it's the part where I tell you how I feel about these, and if it's worth you tracking them down and then ponying up the extra cash that these are guaranteedly going to cost you to get your hands on them, because they're exclusives. And I say, if you can, yes. These are fabulous, and they do a great job of reminding me why I collect action figures in the first place. Right? They strike up my imagination. They make me want to pick up my toys and play again like I'm 6 years old, and set up scenarios in my mom's living room, mixing these in with all of my other 3 3/4 inch figures. These strike up, they wet my imaginative juices. They get them flowing, and I love that. Anyhow, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave any comments you have down in the comment section below. Subscribe if you want to see more from this channel. Ding the bell so you never miss a video. Like the video with a little thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you next time with the next one. Have an awesome day, super friends. Take care.